Good morning. It's April 23rd, and we're at the beginning of Judges now. And it's interesting as we enter into the book of Judges that there's a bit of a different report there than there was at the end of Joshua. Joshua has claimed that these had success in bringing the people into the land and getting a foothold so they can drive out the Canaanites. But at the beginning of Judges, it seems that that job is not yet fully done, at least in sections of that area, large sections of that area, strategic areas of that land. The Canaanites have not been driven out, and that's going to be a problem going forward, as we know for the book of Judges, is that they are indeed going to be a stumbling block, that people are going to start to worship the gods of the land and not worship the one true God. And so they're going to intermarry with them. They're going to have their culture in kind of saturating their own culture, and they're going to make some wrong choices in terms of who they serve and how they construct their lives, what their lives are centered around. And so we're going to kind of setting the stage here as the angel comes and talks to the people of Israel in chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "The angel of the Lord went up from Gilgal to Bochim and said, I brought you up from out of Egypt and led you into the land I swore to give to your ancestors. I said, I will never break my covenant with you, and you shall not make a covenant with the people of this land, but you shall break down their altars. Yet you have disobeyed me. Why have you done this? And I've also said, I will not drive them out before you. They will become traps for you, and their gods will become snares for you." So that's really foreshadowing what's going to happen in the rest of this book, that they're going to be ensnared by the peoples and their gods of the land, and they're going to cry out in their misery to God, and then God will give them temporary relief from that. And then after their relief, they're going to get comfortable again and fall away from God again. So the lesson for us from that, I think, is that we need to be fully obedient to the Lord. If we are partially obedient, then what we end up with is misery, just a mixture of blessing and cursing, but ultimately the cursing overwhelms the blessing, and we don't even realize that we have been falling into a trap, as the angel puts it for them here. There's going to be a trap for us, a snare to our lives. Of course, if you know there's a trap, you don't walk into the trap. It's when you're not aware of the trap that you fall into it, and that is unfortunate because they do know of the trap. God has warned them of what's going to happen, and they're still going to fall into it with open eyes. So we should take from that, obviously, that we need to have our eyes open, that we need to follow the Lord completely, not compromise, and not let in any of these little snares or, excuse me, traps into our life. And that's it for today. Thanks.